Hello everyone, and thank you for coming back to my channel. Today we're making stuffed shells with some chicken and shrimp. So you're going to need a box of jumbo shells. Also need some bell peppers, any color, diced really small. A pound of shrimp cut up in small pieces. And a pound of chicken also cut up in small pieces. And I just seasoned it with Cajun seasoning. Some broccoli, just cut them up really small as well. And I believe that's a quart of heavy cream. You'll need salt, pepper, Cajun seasoning, paprika, Jamaican jerk seasoning, mild flavor, and some chicken bouillon flavor. And then with the cheese, you can pick any kind of cheese you want to top it off with, but I just use cheddar jack. But you will need the mozzarella cheese for the Alfredo sauce. So you can kind of see here exactly what you'll need. So first things first, you want to go ahead and get a pot, fill it up with water, bring it to a boil, and add some salt. Just enough to add some flavor to the pasta, but not enough to over salt it. Again, we're going to put the Alfredo sauce later, so that'll be the additional seasoning that we need. And the meat is already seasoned, but just follow the instructions on the box for the cooking time. Go ahead and drain your pasta once they're ready, and then put them to the side to rest. So the next step is just cooking our chicken. So with this, I just bought the chicken tenderloins that's already cut up from the store. If you want to use chicken breast, you can do that too. I'm sure it's the same thing. But I just cut them up into small bite-sized pieces, small enough that they will fit in the pasta shells once it's stuffed. And then I just seasoned it with some Cajun seasoning and then just cooking it like so. So just cook it that way it's all the way cooked through. And then you'll go ahead and just place it in a bowl and put it to the side. And again, same thing with the shrimp. I just purchased extra large shrimp. It was a pound and I just cut them up into bite-sized pieces. I seasoned it with the Cajun seasoning. Once it was done cooking, I just put it in a bowl and put it to the side. And now you want to go ahead and just add 2 tablespoons of butter into the same pan. Again, we're using the same pan. And then you want to add your vegetables, so your bell peppers and in this case broccoli. If you don't like broccoli, you can substitute your vegetable for something else. For example, spinach, which actually do very well in this recipe. So if you want to use spinach, you can do that as well. You're just going to cook your vegetables, the bell peppers, until they're soft but not overly done. And then once they're done cooking, you'll just place it in a bowl and then just put it to the side. Next, we're going to go ahead and make the Alfredo sauce. Again, y'all, we're using the same pot. I used the entire quart of heavy cream. If you want to use jarred Alfredo, you can do that too. Just heat it up, doctor it with some seasoning, and you'll be just fine. But I just added some black pepper, some Cajun seasoning, some chicken bouillon flavor, paprika, and I added the 2 tablespoons of the Jamaican jerk seasoning. So after you've added all of your seasonings, you're going to do a quick whisk, like so. Oh, and make sure you guys are doing this on medium because you don't want your milk to burn. But you want to just do a quick mix, and then from there, go ahead and grab your mozzarella cheese. I use half the bag, and you just want to add about half of the bag or just a really big handful, just enough cheese to help make the sauce thicker. So about after 5 minutes, your sauce should start to look like this, a nice, thick, seasoned Alfredo sauce, and it's homemade. And you'll know that your Alfredo is ready when it coats the back of the spoon like that. So next, we're gonna go ahead and just add all of the ingredients together. We have our cooked chicken, our shrimp, our vegetables, which is our bell peppers and our broccoli. And then from there, we're going to go ahead and start adding our Alfredo sauce. I do this in 2 steps. So I'll add about 4 ladles of the Alfredo sauce. It's probably about a whole cup of Alfredo sauce. And then you want to go ahead and mix your ingredients together. And then if the first time you do it, it's the consistency that you like, you don't need to add any more sauce. but for me, I wanted it a little bit more wet. That way, when I put the ingredients in the stuffed shells, it'll actually, kind of stay together. And so I went ahead and added some more sauce because I just wanted my mixture to be more on the wet side. If you don't like it too wet, you don't have to add Alfredo sauce. You can skip this step. But the good thing with cooking is you can tweak it to what works best for you. And then just going to mix it up and make sure everything is well incorporated. All right, you guys, we're almost to the end of this race. So next step you want to do is add some more of the Alfredo sauce to the bottom of the pan. Not too much, just enough to cover the bottom of the pan. You still want to leave some sauce because we're going to add some of it to the top. But go ahead and get your shell and you want to stuff it to the best of your ability. And then once you've gotten it, to the way that you want it to be, as full as you want it to be, you'll just lay it on the bottom of the pan and go ahead and repeat the steps until you fill up your pan. So again, grab a jumbo pasta shell, fill it up or stuff it as much as you want to, and then go ahead and line that bad boy next to the one that's already in the pan. And again, just going to repeat the steps until your pan is completely filled. And when you're filling your shells, you guys, it does not have to be perfect. If anything falls over or into the sauce that's on the bottom of the pan, see how I'm doing it? It's fine. It's all going to get eaten. The main goal is to just stuff, line them up, and keep it moving. So it's okay if stuff starts to fall over or if it doesn't look perfect. At the end of the day, it's still going to taste the same. And we're going to cover it in sauce and cheese, so no one's really going to know if you made a mistake. All right, so now just down to the last one. Just go ahead and stuff it and then stick it in a corner. If you still have some additional mixture in your bowl, just go ahead and sprinkle that over these pasta shells because you don't want nothing to go to waste. All right, so once you completed that step, we're going to go ahead and just add the remaining Alfredo sauce that was in our pan on top of our stuffed shells. And again, you don't have to put too much Alfredo sauce if you don't want it to be super wet. But you just need just enough to kind of cover most of the shells, like so. And then once you've completed that step, we're going to go ahead and add our cheese. In regards to the second cheese, I use Mexican cheese, but you want to use cheddar, sharp cheddar, a cheddar mix, just some type of yellow cheese to kind of give it some color. And then just because I'm extra and I just like my food to look nice, I just sprinkled some additional paprika on top just for added color. But you don't have to do this. From there, you want to go ahead and just put your stuffed shells in the oven at 375 degrees for 20 minutes, just until the cheese has melted. And you should get this here. Thank you so much for taking the time out for watching this video. Hey, if you came from TikTok, like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel. That way you don't miss any more videos. You all have a blessed day. Bye.